Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome to another manufacturer's stream. We're managing to do all of the manufacturer rounds, events, I think. I don't think there was any that we're missing. But we're at Deep Forest for this one. Only 6 minutes late, yeah, exactly. We're at Deep Forest for this one. In the Group 3s, of course, so we are in our BMW, which we're liking quite a bit at the moment. We got soft and medium tyres on for this one. Both tyres are required as far as I can see. And John there in the chat saying that the soft tyres actually last a bit longer than you would think on the the soft tyres lasting a bit longer than you would think. The mediums only need to do about 3 laps potentially. I guess it depends on the car. Some will be a lot better than others. But we're about to put in a couple of laps here. The BMW feels decent enough round here. But we are on the soft tyres. When we get onto the mediums, that might be a bit different. Yeah, I will have a look how many laps we have. I'm actually not too sure off the top of my head. That was one of the things that I didn't look at. We've just put a video out. It'll be going live at 6:30 today, so in about half an hour. About how disappointing the last Manufacturer Series race was. 13 laps of Interlagos. No tyre wear, no fuel, no nothing to consider, no strategy at all. I thought was a bit of a letdown, to be honest with you. So hopefully this one's a little bit better. A few more laps, preferably. We'll have a quick look, though. Right, already it's pretty warm in this office as well. Oh, I'll not cancel the entry because we're a little bit too close now. So, just to be on the safe side, I don't want to miss the first racing slot. But we'll have a look though as soon as we get on. Hopefully this one, as we say though, I don't mind the fact that the races can be shorter as long as they're still good. I don't mind the races being shorter, but as long as you can you know, kind of like jump straight back into one. So when it used to be every hour, that was alright. I didn't mind a 40-minute race or a 45-minute, and you would get out like sort of 5-10 minutes before and then into the next one. I didn't mind that, but when we had a race that was literally finishing up as quick as a daily race, even with qualifying in, and then you had to wait an hour and a half to get into the next entry, I didn't think that was very good. So yeah, hopefully a few more laps on this one. Hope we're all doing good though, John, James, Hippie, hope we're alright. Right, jumping into this one. 20 laps we got. So this race is a little bit longer. It's about a 1 minute 30 a lap. So yeah, this will probably be about a 30-minute race, 30-minute event. But that's not too bad. We got quali in there as well. Literally, the last race at Interlagos was 20 minutes long, which is, there's some daily races that have gone on longer than that. So yeah, 20 laps for us. How many would it have otherwise been, John, or is that the same for everyone? And if you want to get your predictions in on where we will be for qualifying and what our qualifying lap will be, now is your time. Oh hey, now's your time to get them in. Oh, also, question for you. Do I need to make this... Do I need to make my actual webcam smaller, do we think? Because it's a The webcam, me here, this section on the screen, I'm taking up a bit more after I reset everything, and I thought it would look better, but actually when I'm trying to watch back, I actually find it more distracting because you can see less of what's on this side of the car, like here where I am. So should we move or reduce the size of that webcam screen? Let me know. Or I actually thought, should we put it up in the opposite corner? So if you're watching the screen, it would be the top left corner, top right corner, sorry, of the screen. So if we did that, so if you look at now at the game, if we were covering the track map on the top right, do you think that would look better if we were set up over there? I'm wondering if it would do, you know. The only problem is I would have to reverse my image, because then we're on the opposite side, so when I turn left, the car turns right. Or that's what it looks like on the screen, so I would have to mirror my image to be on the other side. Right, guesses in for qualifying then. It's basically going to be 2 push laps. If we can cross the line quickly enough. Everyone's going to leave a gap here. No doubt, and back off on this straight. Wait. Right, nice big gap left out to the car in front. We'll have enough time for 2 push laps. Right, this is going to be the first lap then. Bit of tyre wear on this as well. So we have to hope really that the first lap is the best one. Centre of screen. Yeah, exactly. That would be good. Then no one would tune in. Right, second gear out there is pretty decent in this car as well. No crazy wheel spinning or anything like that. Right, whereabouts are we going to be? If we can try and aim for a 25, 26 here. 24, 25. Mid 26, not bad. P3. Oh, 34 thousandths. Can we improve a little bit here? We're going to be P4 at the moment. 26.4. Yeah, I don't know if I explained that very well, John. So yeah, if you put the image as it is in the opposite corner, when you turn left, you'll still turn left. Right, now as I read that the second time, I don't know if you're trying to be funny, as in you're trying to say that I meant I have to turn right to turn left. But obviously, what I meant was, if you look at me now, I'm on the left-hand side of the car. And it's still weird because then you're seeing the front bumper of the car, so you're still looking outwards, but then looking at me this way. So I can't really explain. But you can see there clearly I'm turning left and it matches with the car. But then when I'm on the opposite side of the screen, I can't really, in my head, explain what I'm meaning until I show you on the screen. Right, should we start on the mediums here then? I'm going to assume so. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, required. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know it will, John, which that's why I'm meaning. That's what I'm meaning. So then my steering wheel, if you look at my image now, the steering wheel would go from being this side to like being on that side here. And that from where I am versus where the car is then makes sense. Does that make sense or not? Yeah, it's not making sense. I think what I'm trying to explain anyway. I'll show you after this what I mean. What I'm trying to say is, if you imagine moving my image now, like the steering, if you look at the frame, the steering wheel, use the correct hand, is on the right hand side of the frame. But then if I'm on the right hand side of the entire video, the steering wheel is going to look like it's almost off the screen. That's kind of the point that I'm trying to make as well. So it would look, whereas on this now where I am, it looks like I'm kind of facing the car and the track. Whereas if I was in the top right corner and facing right, I would look like I'm looking off to the screen, which would be more disorientating. Yeah, which is why I'll be better off putting the camera. Yeah, exactly. But for where I'm set up here, the camera needs to be there. But in the new room down the bottom, I might switch it up. I need to work it out. But it's because all the other streamers do this same setup as well. Everyone always goes in the bottom left. So it's also like, that's kind of what you're used to seeing when you... And when I click on a stream and someone's set up on the other side, I look at it and I'm kind of like, oh, it seems a bit strange. Yeah. What's wrong with the sound, James? What's wrong with the sound? Oh, I think I might have it. Sound is scratchy. What do you mean? Let me know and I'll try and sort it out. Right then, P6 we start in this one. Not a bad qualifying. 20 laps to do in the BMW. John is saying that the soft tyres last longer. Was that a full length 20 laps race though, John? Just to double check as well. Right, away we go. Go. Right, on the mediums here. So we'll try and run a few laps. We'll see when people start to pit. That was on 20 laps. So he managed 17 laps on the soft tyres. Is that what you're telling me? Did he definitely do that? But I'm basically... Oh! Come on. That's bad form. Trying to overtake someone like that. He's pushed us right out of the way there. What I was going to say there before we got rudely... And again! That one was slightly more fair, but it was still totally wrong. Ignoring track limit after we just been pushed there as well. Well, we can see what kind of night this is going to be. That's horrific. Right, we're going to try and stay on the medium tyres for as long as we can then. Not as long as we can, but for a couple of laps. And as soon as we feel like we are starting to lose time, if any at all, we'll take the gamble to the softs. But I'd rather play it safe for this first one. Look at that, look at that, look at that. They're killing each other. 3 people gone. To be honest with you, I think that's 2 people involved there. That was pushing us off, so I feel like they've gone and done the same to others in front there, which is really bad. Right, the German there, Master, or Master. Which feels like that's what we'd be saying. The German Master feels like that's what we'd be saying if history took a slightly different turn. 2.4 to the lead. And that Speedy McQueen was who pushed us past into turn 3 as well. So they're both involved in causing quite a bit of that carnage by the looks of it. Look at that Master there. He's just done the same thing again. No. Horrific. His sportsmanship is almost as bad as my driving at the minute. Speedy McQueen obviously ghosting there, having, I would assume, be pushed off by someone in retaliation. Oh! This is not going very well at all, this first one. P6 down to P9. Around the outside here, we're going to have this one. Past the first one to have pushed us off and out of the way on the first lap of the race. We managed to get back in front of him now. Right, 8.4 to the lead. Brake test him. I love that James always drives in retaliation mode. I'm actually I've done that entire corner there watching the radar, waiting for someone to come in and wipe us out there. It looked like it was almost going to happen. 1.6 to the chap in front. 7.8 to the lead. Right, hanging on in on the mediums so far. No, Jim had a sort of like family emergency on Sunday. Sadly, didn't end up racing, but hopefully he can do the next one. Fingers crossed. Right, at what point do we assume we can jump onto the soft tyres? Should we go for it now? End of this lap, maybe. I feel like I'm happy staying on them while we're not losing, you know, time to the leader too much. Each lap was a PB, yeah it is. As soon as we're in with a clear traffic, clear air, we're flying. Not doing too badly, although 10's down there at the moment. Right. 8.9. I feel like after this lap we'll come in, we'll try the soft tyres. Now brakes are at centre at the moment. Pretty fairly balanced in terms of tyre wear, which is all I'm probably bothered about at the moment, which is all good. Getting a little bit more confident as well. Obviously not had much practice as we jump more or less straight in, so this isn't too bad, I would say, at the moment. Try and cut a little bit of that grass there, plant this on the way out. Right, well, we're going to pit now anyway. And we're going to drop quite a way back. Just as we talked about planting it out the corner and trying to be stable. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, jump onto the softs. get this damaged fixed, and then hope for the best. Go. Right. It's a case now we're trying to climb back through the grid. What can we manage? Guess is in. We've gone from P6 to the back of the grid. Now, earlier in the week, when we were on here on Monday, we'd be disappointed if we'd gone from the back of the grid to P6, because we were doing so well and actually managing race wins and podiums right the way from the back. So this is took a completely different turn, although this track is now in its normal layout as opposed to the reverse that we were doing. Our results themselves have certainly done a reverse instead. P14, 35 seconds to the lead. Oh dear. Oh no. Benefits us though, we'll have that. Oh, being hit there. Right, P3 into the pits there. Cheech, how we doing? Man U or Newcastle? I mean, hopefully Newcastle, but if you just have a look, that Manchester United manages to start playing properly tonight. For the first time ever. Just going to say, I hope he gets a penalty for that. We'd have definitely gotten one. 1 second is a bit harsh, though. Right. PP34 performance. Let's try and just monitor where he comes out of the pits. If we can see him. Right, soft tyres now. And out he comes. Probably about 10 to 15 seconds difference. Probably quite a bit more than that, actually. Look at that, he's gone and done 12 laps on the medium tyres. 12 laps on the medium tyres, surely not. That has to be way too long. Gotta be. Thashin, how we doing? Hope we're all well. Hope we've had a good day so far. We've actually got the fastest lap of the race as well, 26.8. I don't quite know how we've managed that, by the way. But fastest lap of the race. Not to be sniffed at for the moment. Someone else fastest now, yeah. Beating us by not much. I can't do the maths. About a tenth, or just under. Ooh. Right, we're up to P7, so we have had a bit of a recovery, you know, decent recovery race here. I am pleasantly surprised that the softs have lasted a bit longer or in better condition than I thought they might have been. And we might be able to nab ourselves P6 here, the Italian with a penalty to serve. Yeah, we're in the manufacturer's race now, Thashin. Yeah, not the daily race, although it's pretty much the same except the track in reverse for the dailies. So yeah, manufacturer's race now. Oh, fellow BMW driver here as well, actually. Is he going to be going into the pits here or no? He's got his indicators on, but showing the wrong side. If he was pitting. Possibly carrying some damage, I don't know. Right, the next race I must start from the back. We've got to give that a try. We've done pretty well here, and I actually think that if we stayed out of trouble a little bit on those earlier laps, pitted perhaps a bit earlier, I don't quite know, we'll see how the tyres fare up here by the absolute end. I think that could be a fun little challenge for at least one of the rounds. What do we think? It is ridiculously hot here as well, by the way, in this room now, with everything running, laptops, steering wheels, PlayStations, TVs, lights. It doesn't half warm up. Start on softs and go as long as they'll let you. The only problem is that it'll be shorter than what we've managed here, because we burnt quite a bit of fuel still on the mediums. So we'd probably end up with a lap or so less on the softs, and then we'd have the traffic, of course. So I feel like sometimes on the first lap or so, you can, if there was someone on the softs in front of you, you can kind of hang on to them. You've got slipstreams and stuff until they manage to properly break that gap, but all the traffic and everything kind of keeps them close to you, so you're just managing to negate and cancel out that initial benefit that they kind of have. But of course it just depends on how well you do throughout the rest of the race, which at the moment not particularly great to have binned it where we did, because we would have been in P5 at least, and as we can see, P3, P4 and P5 all together. We could have been closer towards podiums than anything else had we not lost 10 seconds, or 8.5, 9 seconds, whatever it was. Right, 3 laps remaining. But I think this is going to be pretty much it for us in this one. Yeah, no advantage being on the mediums, but I quite like the fact that we've got to be on both tyres. Always adds something to the race, I feel. Look at that, P1 with a 25.9, super quick. I've just thought, actually, I've had to move the microphone because it was clamped onto a shelf that I had, but actually the weight of the microphone's kind of like pulled the shelf off the wall almost, so the microphone now is actually attached to the racing rig. Are you getting a lot of like knocks and bangs and stuff through the wheel, or when I upshift and things? I've only just thought that. Or do you still just hear the normal noise, or do you kind of hear the sort of banging through the metal rig? You have to let me know. Oh, that might be track limits. Oh! It's going to be track limits, but we'll be alright. The guy behind isn't close enough. It's going to be a P6. Not too bad, not too bad. We'll take P6. That was a bit more of an event. Our previous video talking about this, our previous video talking about the previous event, was that round was just very flat. This had a bit more to it, and as we see there, we do make a mistake, but because there's strategy involved, we actually are able to climb back up and, you know, try and make up for that with something a little bit alternate strategy-wise. So that is such a much better race, and we need a little bit more of that in the upcoming manufacturers from Gran Turismo for sure. No silly noises, just bad driving. That makes sense. Right, I'm also just going to nudge the volume now that I've had to move the microphone as well. So, check, 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 check. No distorting there, hopefully. Does that all sound good? Should be kind of normal, but potentially a little bit cleaner. Right. One, two, check 1, 2, absolutely. Yeah, got 2 more races for the manufacturers. We'll be doing 8 PM and 10 PM. But we're going to have, well, basically some shots at the daily races, but I wonder what we are best off doing. Should we do a daily race B at Brands Hatch? Now, Cree, who was on the other night, I believe he sent us a setup, so let me check that one. Yes, he has done. And this was for... What car was this for? Oh, that was for the Ford GT. Did someone send us... Oh, yeah. We screenshotted then. We screenshot, didn't we? The setup for the G70 from Chris. Right. Right, I'm going with the setup that Chris has given us here. Awfully kind of him. 350, 350. Bosh. Right, let's give this a go. We got 10 laps of this. Makes you feel dizzy at such a small layout. Right, we don't normally manage to get this many laps of practice in before a daily race. as we just get entered. But because it's such a short lap, 49 seconds or 48 seconds, 47 seconds if we can hurry our wheels up. Wonderful. Ah! Right then, let's give this one a bash. How wrong can this go? P7, 47.5. I don't think there's much chance of us going up the grid, only chance of us coming down the grid, I would probably say. Just being realistic, just being realistic. Right, as I say, how wrong or badly can this one go? P7, 10 laps of Brands Hatch. Brands, multiple, plural sounding with an S. Brands Hatch. Indy circuit. Literally an 8-minute race, if that. How do we go about this one? Well, we feel miles away to the car in front compared to the gap that he has. Look at that! What's all that about? Look at that, he's managed to get past him into turn 1 and we're nowhere near them. How does that work? That's not a an evenly spread rolling start. Now, we've had many issues with rolling starts on Daily Race B. Many a video complaining about those. Why is he going into the pits? Oh, you've got to do a pit stop, haven't you? Have you got to do a pit stop on this one? I think you do, don't you? Can anyone remember? I'm sure I saw that yesterday, and we were talking about it on the stream. I think that you do. Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Or has he gone into the pits as a bit of a wally? I'm sure it had a mandatory pit stop. Right, I've got no answer, so I'm going to have to keep going because I just do not know. We'll see if anyone else comes into the pits. Someone else is into the pits, so yeah. Right, we'll come in next lap. Try and go for the undercut. Because you're just going to lose time behind all these guys. Yeah, it's a great little track, Thashin. I mean, obviously the full Brands Hatch, if you haven't done that either, that is an amazing track. Really difficult, but amazing track. This particular layout, good fun for these kind of little races. Yeah, you'll not have to change. Just be minimum pit stop. We come right out into a load of traffic. We get a tap from behind there. Oh, the understeer. Right, someone else into the pits. P7 for us. Right, that's P4 we can see heading into Druids. They're going to kill each other. No, they're not. Definitely looks like they are, though. If not now, then later. Right, we're closing. Yeah, I'm not sure, Thash. They might have Brands Hatch, I would have thought. If not, it might be Silverstone for the UK track. But, yeah, they might not have that Indy circuit layout. The mini one. Baby Brands Hatch. Oh, Glenn's gone here. Oh, that was someone coming out of the pits there. That was close. Close and scary. Right, we got P3 here in front. But with only a couple of laps left. And P4 in between, of course. P5 for us at the moment. Can we try and push here? Right, we're going to have the run for P4. Oh, he's closed us off. That was blocking a little bit, potentially. That was a snap there. That was a snap. That wasn't intentional, that one, but it's possibly cost us any chance of going forward. Based on the time we've lost, we're all over the back of him though. To the inside. Whoa, yes. Oh, we've been hit there. Right, that's called getting hit. P3 into the pits. And P2. We're not going to get a jump on P2 here, surely. Yeah, he comes out the pits. We're going to try our very best to hold on. Trying our very best to hold on to the podium. These two are going to be after it, though. Go, 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 go. Yes. Yes. P3. Well, that daily race B is quite addicting. And slightly exceeded expectations there. That was a good one. Right. Cheers to Chris Smith for the setup on that one as well. I don't think we would have done as well in the G70 without that setup. P3, podium, absolutely. Good race, that. Good fun. Laguna time trial. I don't know about that. Struggle there all the time. Although it could be my chance to learn. Where do you live? I'm based up near Newcastle. Up north in the UK. Less is more at Laguna, yeah. That's my problem. I can't do that. Oh, we changed the colour on this by mistake, look. Wasn't meant to do that. Oh, multicoloured. Red. Red. Oh, it's gone off. Red. Red for Affinity. Oh, it's changed. There we go. That's the one. That's what we want. Sunderland, definitely not. Right, we've got a bit of time to kill then. I don't just want to sit and do time trials. Ugh. What's this car here then? Is this an electric car? Right, 2 minute 14 is the fastest lap here. Yeah, it is electric. On the sports tyres. Is this the full layout? It is as well. Do you have long bread there? Baguettes are you talking about? That's more France than our speciality, but we do have them. Try not to go into the wall. Right, how far off the pace will we be? Do we think? Can we get close to a 2 minute 14 on our first lap? Can we do less than a 2 minute 20, to be honest? That's probably the question. It's absolutely deadly silent here. All you hear is the tyre squeal. Oh, the understeer. Oh, we just keep it in. Just. Will it be under 2 minutes 20? Oh my god, only just. To be fair, the first lap was a disaster. Yeah, I'm not bothered about doing that again. Car is like a Tesla. Position 30,000. Wow, 30,000 people attempting that time trial. What's the point? Time trial at Laguna. This one's for James. Right, we'll do 3 laps of this one. Hopefully we can get within something close to gold within the 3 laps. Right, we want to aim for a... We want to aim for a 27, but whether or not we can manage that. Right, predictions in. What do we think we can get for our lap time? Best of 3 laps. Oh my god, the understeer. Right, brakes are a bit better than I might have thought. Understeer is about as bad as I expected. Oh, sorry. I will have to... I've got a knock at the door. Let me be back in a sec. Another Amazon delivery of stuff for the studio room. Right, mid corner here. Where were we? Here we go. Go! We are nowhere near a 27, look. I didn't think I would have been that far off the pace. We'll see what the second lap's like. Ah! Even worse. Try again. Right, that's a bit of a better lap. Don't muck it up now. Guess what? I mucked it up now. Right, one more lap. This will be a 29. Try and improve on this one. Right, scrap that. Still slow, absolutely. Quite a bit off the pace. Always am at Laguna though, it takes a bit of time to get up to speed on that one. Right. Let's do daily race. C. And let's jump in the 4GT again. And I'm going to use the setup that Cree sent us for the 4GT. Now the 4GT was actually mega the other night. So we want yeah, rent. It won't let us change the settings of that until we can get entered. No worries, John. Catch you back here in a little bit. Right. Yeah, we'll try this setup because overall the 4GT was mega. It was really, really good car. Oh. Right, let's go. Ugh, messages. Oh wait, it's come off. Right. 6 and 6. Do I have a blue light? What do you mean, Thashin? What do you mean the blue light's behind me here? On the stream. 6 and 6. 20 and 20. 50 and 50. 3.6, 3.6. Oh! Right, gotta remember how good this car is now. Right, let's try and set a couple of quali times. Get your guesses in then. What will our qualifying time for this one be? Oh. Not quite as good this lap. Right, 2:23. That's ambitious. I don't even think the top time in the world is a 2:23. 27.009. which is actually an improvement already. Right, definitely need to do better. Heading into turn 1 there, easily 2 or 3 tenths. We should be quicker through there. 29 treble 3, James was saying 26 treble 6. Oh yeah, and we went wide here. I tell you what, we actually could improve our lap time by quite a bit, I would say. I would say out of turn 1 there's still at least another, I would say at least another tenth and a half, 2 tenths to come out of there. At least. Because we ran way too deep into turn 1. We're half a second up on our time here now. Oh, this 4GT though, with this setup, seems a little bit more sketchy. Don't remember it being this bad the first time we drove it. Right, go. We try again. Brakes rear, that is a point. Well, I think we have them, yeah, to the rear. I can't remember now. But we have them in race anyway, different with the tyre deg. Right. Oh, James, getting close. 26. Oh, you said 26 treble 6. I was thinking you said 26 treble 3. Oh, it's going to lose time on exit there. Just down on our time. 25.335. You think we can take a second off this? I would love to think it was possible. Ha! I couldn't reach second gear. I'd spun the wheel all the way around. I couldn't shift early enough. We're losing time by short shifting there. Look at that, we lost like half a tenth. That's a penalty, probably. Right, let's go again. That's better. I just threw away that whole lap in the last corner. Right, we got 3 more laps here. 3 more laps to attempt improving on our quali. What can we do? What do we think we can manage? Yeah. You're getting closer. Yeah. Yeah, struggling for grip a little bit on the mediums, but not the worst. We'd be absolutely buggered if we were on the racing hard tyres, that's for sure. Look at that, James. James, I said 26 treble 3 is what I thought you said earlier, and that's what we've ended up with. 26 treble 3. Although the rule is, it is our fastest lap of the session, so if we improve on that, you wouldn't have had it anyway. Yeah, 4GT's good, doesn't have no grip. Struggles a little bit out the corners, but definitely makes up for it on the straights here. Oh, I've threw that lap away as well. You've got to be kidding. Oh, man. Wow. What do you think, James, for the Brighton-Chelsea game? Who's your money on? I do plenty of donuts in the race, but I'm not meant to. All my donuts are by mistake. Karma, how we doing? Hope we're all well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, starting P7 for this one. In the Ford GT, trying something a little bit different. We have discovered that this car is very good at overtaking, but how will it fare up? That's from the very back of the grid. It's obviously got some good straight lines, but good in a straight line rather, but how does it fare up in the middle of the pack, trying to race through and not drop behind? Pete Earl, how we doing? Good luck, buddy, for this one. Let's go. Oh, that must be the first and only time this week I've seen everybody get through turn 1 without any issues. 3 wide here though. Oh, I was going to move all the way over to the right hand side, try and nip to the inside, but going to have to try and stay put here. Around the outside, to the inside. Oh. Spider, clearly not happy with the Spaniard there, understandably so. They're going to go to the inside and have this one. Hopefully we don't get killed here. I get the feeling we're going to be. Oh, he's just missed us. I was too busy actually watching the radar there. He's literally just missed us there. And look how far deep into that corner we went. Someone else in the Ford. Right, try and make the most of the medium tyres now in this little bit gap that we have. Judging by the bit of carnage that we've had to face there and a bit of time loss, we probably would have been best off sticking with the hard tyres to start. Right, 5.8 to the lead. .8, fastest lap. Bob, how are we doing? Hope we're all well. We'll have that. We will absolutely have that. Whoa. That felt almost a little bit like I was going into that corner with not much control. I knew what I was trying. I'm so glad that that worked. There was a couple of meters throughout that braking zone where I thought this isn't going to work. Should never have doubted. Right, we're chasing now. Chasing but losing time. Oh, nearly lost it. My favourite track is Spa. Spa or the Nürburgring. Pretty cliche answers, but definitely my favourites. Tell you what, we are pretty much matched for time when it comes to the race leader, though. Right, still at 6.2, our gap to the lead. No. Right, depending where we come out on pit stops, we could be looking at a podium here. .8 to the race leader. Right, I think I've just got a glimpse there of the race leader. 5.7. Lost a bit of time there. Right, lost a bit of time to the leader now. A couple of silly mistakes in there. Yeah, 7/10 slower. This might be where we need to change tyres now. Wharton's coming off the mediums now and onto the hard tyres. Who's that was saying's dirty? Who do we need to look out for? Right, we're closing. Closing to P2. Oh, that guy is so dirty. Yeah, who are we talking about there? This guy in front or no? Got a lovely slipstream now. Brake a bit earlier here. Whoa! Yeah. Change the tyres. We just lost 6, 7, 8, 9 tenths immediately there. Slipstreaming our way into the pits. Right, we've got to hope that the hard tyres don't kill us here. Yeah, working good with the 4GT setup. You need to see where we come out in the pits here. But we started, excuse me, we started P7. Held up a little bit with certain antics and racing unfolding, but I think we're actually going to drop down here overall. Coming out the pits. Right, I really hope these guys in front, some of these need to pit. I really hope so. Yeah, probably lost a bit more time than I should have done by staying out 1 or 2 more laps than ideal on the mediums. Although I don't know. Still struggling a bit on the hard tyres to actually get turned in. Acceleration's not so bad, but actually getting turned proving a little bit difficult. Right, load of people not pitting. So it's going to be P5 at best here. See where P1 comes out though. I think he's already out the pits. P5 or P6. Difficult little race that one. That was a lot harder. Quicker lobbies though, we've got to say that much. Otherwise a really, really good race. Enjoyed that one. We're going to jump back in then to manufacturers. And then we'll do one more race. See how we get on. We might possibly call it a night there. I did plan on doing all 3, but got really early start tomorrow, so we'll see. Oh, span yourself on lap 2. No! That's no good, Beetle. We don't want that. All 4 wheels pointing the correct way. Yeah, onto manufacturers now, definitely. Let's do it. Oh yeah, change car. Magic. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of practice on the mediums here. Just so that I can be fully comfortable with them. Car already feels a lot more gripped up than that 4GT on the hards, but we've got mediums and softs for this race, which is good. Right, get a couple of guesses in. What will our lap times be? 26.650 is what we managed on the soft tyres. So we'll not necessarily manage to do better than that now that we're on the mediums. We'll get some guesses in anyway. Right, this is the one that I really can't work out. The brakes seem to be better on the mediums. I seem to get slowed down better on the mediums than I do the soft tyre. I don't know if it's because the acceleration out of the corner so far away is much better on the softs, that we are actually so much quicker when we hit the braking zone. I have not actually managed to work that one out yet. We'll try, however, to beat our time as always. Let's go again. That was in third gear, would you believe? Right. Let's try again. We get one more lap here. Ah! Horrendous. Try again. 26.344. That 26 we'll not beat because that was on the soft tyres and we're on the mediums now, mate. Maybe he's add one more second to that and it might be close. We'll not cross the line for this lap anyway here. Right. I will wait to get loaded in. I shall be back in a second. The car was rolling down the grid. It's probably still quicker than me. I just looked at that in the replay there, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, it actually stopped and went stationary as well. Never mind. Right then. Get ourselves into quali. I think we will start on the mediums again. And try and get that undercut. So that we're not getting held up in traffic and the likes. Cheers, Beetle. Thank you. Got an A+ lobby comment. Nice. Yeah, no A+ for us at the moment. Nice one, though. Go. Let us out. Oh. Fantastic qualifying etiquette once more from this chap in front of us here. I'm seeing this every single event now on Gran Turismo. It's really not good. Came flying past us in quali. I really hope he doesn't cost us time, but you're always going to when you got someone in front following that you're following so closely. You're only watching them. You barely focus on your own lap. And there you go. Now it's cost us already. Really? Why would you do that? You absolute prick. Why would you do that? So he's ruined our quali twice in one lap there. That is absolutely horrific. He brakes early, lets us past, to which I thought, oh, fair enough. He's not going to completely ruin our lap, and then he pulls in behind us and then goes into the back of us into the braking zone. Can't work people out. Yeah, 3/10 lost. Actually cannot believe that. Yeah. half a second down on our lap time. Not even an improvement. Horrendous. Was that him there in the Vantage? How did he set? He's obviously set then a really good second lap, which is frustrating. No, Thashin, luckily that was just the qualifying. Phew, yeah, exactly. We're starting at the back though, which is not very good. Right. In his defense, he said sorry. You've got to be kidding. Oh. You've got to be kidding. What a waste of time. What an absolute waste of time. Oh man. Right, we're going to have to call it a day there. I'm not waiting 2 hours to do that again. I'm not waiting 2 hours to do that again. That is so frustrating. Game crashed. Well, error with the. I've never had that before. The game did. I don't even know. Don't know. The game, the application just quit as we went into the lobby. So. Nah. No. Right, I'm gonna call it a night there. Unfortunately, that's really, really done me over. That. Right, we'll be back on. I don't know. I think we'll be back on Sunday for British Heart Foundation. It might be a week off. I'm not too sure. I think that it is. I don't actually think we're streaming again this weekend from memory. But we'll be back on Monday, definitely. Yeah, we'll be back on Monday, definitely. So we'll see. Right, that's a really bum way to end the night, that, but never mind. Right, thank you all for tuning in, though. Really appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday at the latest. Hopefully we can have another little stream earlier than that. That's so annoying, that is. Such is life. Right. See you all again. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully we'll maybe be back on the weekend. Just depends on work for me, how much I manage to get through and how much is left to do, if I need to catch up or not. So we'll see you all on Monday night at the very least. But yes, I should catch you all in a little bit. Toodles!